If I asked 10 leaders what psychological safety means, most of them would probably say that it has something to do with being nice. But it is not about being nice at all. It's about creating an environment where people feel safe enough to tell the truth. And that's important because fear creates silence. Leaders need the truth in order to operate at their highest efficiencies. When people are afraid, they don't admit mistakes. They don't raise concerns. They don't challenge bad ideas. They stay quiet. And that is the worst thing that they can do. That is not what you want them to do as a leader. So if you're a leader, let me give you 5 ways you can increase psychological safety on your team. First, admit your own mistakes. A lot of leaders think that if they admit mistakes, that they will be seen as weak, so they don't raise those concerns. Leaders who pretend to be perfect create fear, but leaders who admit mistakes create trust, and trust leads to psychological safety. Number 2, respond calmly to bad news. It happens to all of us, all over the country, all over the world. We receive bad news every day as leaders. How you respond affects that psychological safety. People watch how leaders react. If every problem is met with anger, with blame or embarrassment, people learn to hide mistakes and problems. The goal isn't to eliminate mistakes. The goal is to find them early. Number 3, reward honest communication, especially when the message is uncomfortable or you don't like what you're hearing. When someone raises a concern, challenges an idea, or points out a problem, thank them. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to think that their way of doing things is the best way. The goal is to help and make it safe for people to speak honestly. The only way you can succeed as a leader is if you know exactly what's going on within your team. You won't know that if you have not created psychological safety. Number 4, invite dissent. Ask questions like, what are we missing? What concerns do you have? Who sees this differently? Those questions will help open up a whole lot for your team. We need to ask those types of questions, and then we need to do something important. Listen. Many leaders ask for feedback, but only reward agreement. Look for where you have a misalignment in that area. Number 5, separate mistakes from worth. People should be held accountable for their actions. No one is disagreeing with that here, but they should not fear humiliation for being human and making mistakes. Accountability and psychological safety are not enemies. In fact, psychological safety will help improve accountability in the long run. People who feel safe are far more likely to tell the truth. The bottom line is this: psychological safety isn't about lowering standards. It's about removing fear. And when the fear goes down, honesty, learning, innovation, and accountability go up. You cannot reach your highest peak as a leader if you do not create psychological safety within your team.